Yo, what's going on? Today I climbed down the cliffs of Palos Verdes to go spearfishing and freedive harvesting. During my dive, I run into a shark that scares the crap out of me, and I also do a shallow dive to harvest a Keyhole Limpet, and I eat it for the first time. I also shoot a few fish and harvest a few sea urchins to cook us some nice dinner with, so come check it out. On my way in, I notice a reef structure in a very shallow area, and I see a shellfish that I've been looking for, and it is the Keyhole Limpet. Now, the Keyhole Limpet really reminds me of abalone, and apparently the Native Americans used to eat it. People don't really consume this today, but I was very curious, so I decided to keep one and put it in my bag. Now this is the first real dive of the day, and I'm doing a warm-up dive without a spear gun in my hand. I'm doing this to make sure that my equalization is fine, and I'm also doing this to see how my breath hold is for the day. As I'm swimming down, I am scanning to see what kind of fish there are, and I'm really not seeing anything, but I do see this absolute unit of a sea urchin, so I decide to put all my energy into prying this out of the rock. I struggle for a little bit, but I do manage to get it out, and by that time, I figured I should probably go back up, mainly because I'm already out of there. As I'm surfacing, I am still scanning for fish, and I'm really not seeing anything at this point. I don't usually like uni at the restaurants, but I've noticed that freshly caught sea urchins are very sweet and delicious, so I changed my opinion on the sea urchin recently. Now that I'm all warmed up, I take out my gun and begin the loading process. I did work out the night before, so I'm struggling a little bit to reload, but I get it done. I take my first dive with the spear gun, and as I dive, I'm still scanning to see if there's any fish. At this point, I'm not seeing anything, but I lift my head up, and a calico bass is greeting me. It's a little bit undersized, but behind it are two huge sheephead, and I'm very excited at this point, and of course I missed my shot. This always happens to me on the first shot. For some reason I forget to aim and just pull the trigger, so I gotta work on this. Now with that horrible whiff out of the way, I'm telling myself that I need to relax and aim my shots before pulling that trigger. So I take another dive, and I'm trying to relax as much as possible. I grab onto a kelp to maintain position and scan my surroundings. As I look to my right, I see a couple of calicos that are undersized and a few sheephead in the distance. I scan to my left and I confirm there's no other fish there, after which I look back to my right and decide to shoot the sheephead. This time I relax and aim my shot, and I make the shot. Who knew aiming could be fruitful? I swim back up and pull the line towards me to secure the fish. As I'm looking at the fish, I noticed that the shape was a little bit abnormal and the scale was almost already peeled off, so I was a little bit afraid that it was diseased or mutated. Nevertheless, I killed it, so I decided to keep it. Later on, I did check the meat and everything seemed clean, everything seemed fine, and it tasted fine. So, if anybody knows what happened there, feel free to let me know. I brained the fish to kill it quickly, and then I gut it. People say that gutting the fish keeps the fish fresher for a longer period of time, and the guts can be used as a chumming mechanism as well, so it's a win-win. I'm hoping that it brings some opaleye, surf perch, and calico bass near me. Whether you're spearfishing or rod and reel fishing, I find the first fish to be very important psychologically because you don't feel the pressure to catch fish anymore, so I'm pretty stoked at this point. And it must be because I chummed the water, but I end up bringing a giant shark to my area. It swims right below me and it makes me go, whoa, look at that, into my snorkel. I think it was about 10 to 12 feet. I'm pointing at it right now. It's hard to see, but it still freaked me out. I try to act tough, at least on camera, so I throw some hearts that way. But It turns out that I'm actually not that tough, so I swim a little bit farther away from the shark, and take another dive. I look up and I see a bunch of senoritas or kelp wrasse, and I see a pretty sizable sheephead in the distance. So I line up my shot, I wait patiently, and then take the shot. Now this sheephead was a little bit bigger than the first one, maybe between 15 and 16 inches. And the shot placement wasn't too bad, but they are known for being easy targets out here. But either way, I'm a beginner, so I'm pretty stoked about making this shot. I take another dive. And as you can hear, I am struggling to equalize my ears. And this is because I am recovering from a cold. I go down nevertheless, I am able to clear my ears just barely, and I see another large sea urchin, so I put my focus on the sea urchin instead. But in my peripheral vision, I'm starting to notice that the wrasse are gathering around me. And I think what's happening is they're starting to associate me with food because I gutted the two sheephead in the past. So now, to my left, I see a small school of wrasse behind me, and what I think I should have done was break open the sea urchin for them to feast upon. That would have been really cool to see. Either way, after this dive, I'm starting to think that I should probably go home due to my ears. I do take another dive just to see how my ears are feeling, and also to kind of play around with the wrasse. And as I'm diving down again, I see the wrasse behind me and to my left. They're just following me around, so I mess around with it. They have no fear of humans, I suppose. So they're coming near me again, and this time I try to be a little bit more threatening. But they really won't budge. I kind of feel bad being mean to them today, so next time I'll try to feed them. I am really having some equalization issues, so this is my last dive. And I'm diving just to retrieve one more big sea urchin, and I grab one there. And at this point, I'm just scanning around and enjoying the view. I do see a couple of sheephead and a big Garibaldi, so I say, hey, I'll see you later, dude. My ears hurt, so I'm just gonna go home. And I just wanted to show you the equalization issue I was having here. You can hear it. No matter how much I forced the air into my ears, it just would not equalize. Alright, so I left these guys overnight in the fridge. The uni are still alive. Is a limpet alive? He might be dead. People usually cut under the shell here. Okay. And they're saying you should just wash all the guts off. Kind of reminds me of abalone a little bit. I think these need to be sliced a little bit thin. It smells, I'm gonna be honest, not pleasant. I mean, not bad, but it smells like mud a little bit. Now they say like Native Americans used to eat this. I don't know which tribe. Maybe the Chumash. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the history out here too well. I'll look it up later. But I don't know. Doesn't smell too pleasant. And then this part is really leathery. Really, really leathery. Alright, it's not a good start. I am going to try one. This looks so much like abalone. Okay, here we go. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Tastes a little bit like sea cucumber. I don't know if Korean viewers might have had it, but a little bit like sea cucumber. It just tastes like the ocean, but really tough ocean. So what I'm gonna do is toss this in butter, some olive oil, maybe add some salt, and see if that makes a difference. But by itself raw, I do not recommend. And sorry about my mess. I just cooked something last night. Actually, my mouth feels a little tingly. Is this shit poisonous? Oh, what is that? Okay, I do not recommend this raw. I do need to do one thing. Is Keyhole Limpet poisonous? Alright, so it says Keyhole Limpets are not poisonous. So that's good. I'm gonna try one. The texture seems a little bit more tolerable. Oh, it's like really tender now. Like mushroom. However, flavor wise, it's weird. It's like neutral, but then at the tail end of it, it's like, I don't know, sour? Not sour, but like minerally, very minerally. I do not recommend. Blech. Ugh, I can't get that Keyhole Limpet flavor out of my mouth. Alright, to harvest a sea urchin. And they're still alive, so if you do catch them, you can keep them in the fridge overnight at least, it seems. Hit their mouth like this. I hit one side. I hit the other side. And then split it open like this. I scrape everything into a bowl. Like so. And then I use a little bit of fresh water and my tweezers to pick out anything that's not uni, not the roe. No. Okay. Drain the water. Whoa. You okay, Sink? A few black spots here and there, but not bad. So, the bottom line is, I'm sorry, but Keyhole Limpet is a no-go. The texture is very, very good when you cook it. It's almost like cooked shiitake mushroom. But there's like a weird aftertaste. So like maybe if you cover it in like a bunch of sauce, it might be really good. But at that point, might as well use mushrooms. So not, I wouldn't recommend it. I would consider that survival food. Maybe like a zombie ate all your food and you need a food source. Go for the Keyhole Limpet. But other than that, yeah, that's a no for me, dog. Now I know I'm supposed to use red onion for this, but I'm just using whatever I have right now in the fridge. Alright, there we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, have fun in there. Okay.
I have set a timer for 25 minutes.
Oh shoot, water's boiling. I don't have linguine today. It's unfortunate. Alright. 1 week old parsley. Don't look too fresh. I don't have fresh dill, so here we go. Freeze dried dill. Next best thing. Yeah, I'll be alright. Some mustard, Californian olive oil. About this much, maybe? Maybe half of it? Yeah, about that much. Okay. Actually, timing wise, it might work out. I do think it needs some salt. Let's go in. I know, my plating skill's no good. But this looks awesome. Fish should also be... Oh, yeah. Oh my god. That looks amazing. Gotta let it rest. Go, baby. There we go. And Mediterranean style fish. Sheephead. I don't even have a chair, but it's okay. Oh. Oh my god. It's the creaminess from the uni. But then there's like the minerality from the uni roe itself. And then the essence of the ocean. Kind of all tied with the garlic. Like the aioli based sauce. And some parsley. Oh. This is so good. Now I realize, like, maybe the uni that I get from the restaurants, a lot of times they're not fresh, maybe. But this is clean. The flavor is clean. Okay. And then the fish. I mean, you can't go wrong with the fish like this. But I am a little bit curious about the firmness. And it's firm. It's very firm. Oh, I see. It's firm but not flaky. It's almost like crab meat almost, which I don't mind. So let me give it a try. Oh my god, that's amazing. dill and the lemon sauce. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let me try the skin. Let me try the skin with a little tomato, like so. Ooh, this looks really good. It's freaking amazing. The Mediterraneans, they know what they're doing with fish. Definitely uni. You gotta get uni. You gotta harvest it. Wow. You know what their meat actually tastes kind of like crabs. A little bit? Or like lobster. Am I crazy? Oh, and then the collarbone, or the collar area here. The best part. Oh, yeah. And this guy was about 16 inches. It was like 15 and something, but you know, if you're a fisherman, you round up. We all know this. But yeah, it's good size. This was really good. Till next time.